Ask the Doctor with Michael Lang begins in 5 minutes. Ask the Doctor with Michael Lang begins in 4 minutes. Ask the Doctor with Michael Lang begins in 3 minutes. Ask the Doctor with Michael Lang begins in 2 minutes. Ask the Doctor with Michael Lang begins in 60 seconds. Ask the Doctor with Michael Lang begins in 30 seconds. Ask the Doctor with Michael Lang begins in 10 seconds.
When it comes to your health, are you seeing the check engine light come on more than normal? It's time to get under the hood. It's time for Ask the Doctor with Dr. Michael Lang. Sponsored by Lang Eye Institute and Fortified Vitamins. Dr. Lang is a board-certified optometric physician and certified nutrition specialist, helping people see and feel better through proper nutrition for 25 years. The doctor is in. Call now with your questions at 877-969-8600. That's 877-969-8600. Here's your host, Dr. Michael Lang.
Okay, good morning and welcome to Ask the Doctor. I'm your host, Dr. Michael Lang of the Lang Eye Institute and Fortified Vitamins, here each and every Saturday morning live to answer any and all questions you may have regarding your vision, eye care, or a nutritionally related topic. So don't forget to pick up the phones and give me a call. Remember, the consultation is free. I've been hosting Ask the Doctor, on multiple radio networks throughout the great country and live social media video all over the world for getting close to 30 years. 1993, April of 1993 is when I started. Time flies when you're having fun. A lot of you picked me up in the Tampa Bay area when I had a drive time show every morning from 9 to 10 for years and years and years, every day except Sunday. And Sunday, they ran a tape at 1 o'clock. Anyway, you can actually pick me up again today, right after this hour. So we're live 9 to 10, and then they're going to run this tape again. Sometimes I do it live from 10 to 11 in the Tampa Bay area on the Faith Talk Network. And so that's 570 AM, 910 AM, 100.3 FM, and 102.1 FM. So all of Salem Media's Faith Talk stations in the Tampa Bay area and the outskirts will pick us up again right after this hour from 10 to 11. And we're broadcasting live in Little Rock now. A lot of other stations, obviously, throughout the country, but Little Rock is the newest one. That's KDIS 99.5 FM in Little Rock, 8 to 9 in the morning there. So welcome all of my Arkansonians. I grew up in New Orleans, so right next door to Arkansas. I used to spend a lot of time with the family camping in Arkansas. So I love that. I love that state. And Little Rock's a pretty cool town. So anybody in Little Rock, give us a call. Anybody listening throughout the country, if you got a question regarding your vision or eye care or a nutritionally related topic. Remember, I'm not only a board-certified optometric physician, I'm also a certified nutritional specialist. The phone number for the live call-in show is 1-877-969-8600. That's 1-877-969-8600. Maybe you've been contemplating having LASIK surgery and you want to know what your other options are. Maybe you've been thinking about cataract surgery and you're not sure if you indeed should have cataract surgery at this point in life. Maybe you've had a lot of kidney stones and you're tired of having that excruciating pain and you want to know what you can do naturally to help eliminate those kidney stones and decrease the chance of them occurring. Well, these are things we talk about in this program. Myself and also my co-host, Doc Hall. That's Dr. Richard Hall. And good morning, Doc Hall. How are you?
Good morning, my good friend. Happy Saturday to you and to all of our listeners. It's a rainy Saturday morning here in Florida, but it's still a great day no matter what. And I hope it's a great day for all of our listeners as well. Here's your motivational moment, minute for the day. Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? If you need some changes in your life and you need to do those, today is that day. Don't put it off. Start today, even if it's baby steps. Start today. Don't put it off. Don't wait for that. Well, I'm going to do it after the holidays or after July 4th or like that. No, start today. You can do it. I know you can. We have a super info-packed show for you today. Our main subject today is going to be centered around protein. And of course, we have some special product announcements, some special deals and bundles as usual, and of course, our callers. Quick shout out to, as you said earlier about Little Rock, a quick shout out to our new listeners in the Little Rock area. The first two callers that we have in today from Little Rock, if you come up there on the screen, we're going to send you a special package of gifts, a special gift package. We're going to get it right out to you in the mail. So Little Rock, let us hear from you. Let us know that you're out there, and we're going to take care of you. And on to the show. And to our first caller, back to you, Dr. Lang.
Thank you, Doc. All right. So give us a call at 1-877-969-8600. That's 1-877-969-8600. Also, you can pick me up again tomorrow from 11 to 12, all you Sarasota listeners, on 9:30 a.m. And a shout out to some of the local affiliates here. We're on 860 a.m. We're on 820 a.m., 93.7 FM, 97.3 FM, 9:30 a.m., 5:70 a.m., 9:10 a.m. It goes on and on and on. A lot of different stations. But you can pick us up live on social media. A lot of you watching us on Facebook right now. I see a lot of people chiming in on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram right now. I see a lot of you watching on Instagram. So you can follow us at drmichaellang.com. That links up to all of our other websites and companies. And you can always ask me a question at drmichaellang.com. Doc Hall and I both post a lot of articles on anti-aging, on nutrition, on wellness, on sports nutrition at drmichaellang.com. That's simply dr and then michaellang.com. No period after that, drmichaellang.com. And go to the blog section and learn a lot of good stuff. Check out the Lang Survival Diet on the blog. And we call it the Lang Survival Diet to help us survive into our old age, okay? Disease-free, or try to give the body the nutrients necessary for it to, have top performance. God made a really pretty good body as long as the right fuel is given. And that's what Fortify Vitamins is all about. I started Fortify Vitamin Company over 20 years ago, and our sole purpose is to develop nutraceuticals that can benefit you, your mother, your children, your great-grandparents, with no harm. The problem is most nutrients, most supplements you buy today have only window dressing amounts of nutrients, or they have things that are actually bad that block the absorption of different nutrients. Here's an example. Beta carotene. People don't realize that beta carotene, if you're a smoker, can increase your risk of lung cancer. But beta carotene also blocks carotenoids in the xanthophyll family, like lutein, zeaxanthin, and astaxanthin. Those are crucial for eye health. So there should never be a beta carotene supplement in an eye formula, okay? And by the same token, if you're going to eat carrots, don't eat carrots at the same time with your greens. Carrots by themselves are fine, but don't eat carrots with spinach and kale, or sweet potatoes with spinach, kale, orange bell peppers, or wild Alaskan salmon. So eat your carrots alone. Carrots and eggs are fine. Doesn't sound too yummy, but maybe that's a new phase, right? All right, and like Doc Hall said, we're going to be talking about protein today. A lot of you listening are not eating enough good quality protein. Think about it, Doc, and I want you to think about this too. I've polled a lot of our patients, and I asked what they had for breakfast. What do they say? Oh, no breakfast, or a piece of toast, a bagel, oatmeal, a glass of orange juice, a bowl of cereal with a lot of colors in it and a lot of sprinkled sugar on it. And Doc, is there much protein in that?
Not any at all, usually. In fact, there's a lot of things in there that you really don't want, especially with the sugars and the box cereals, or the box cereals, rather, just loaded with sugar. So, you want to stay away from that. Remember, folks, what you have virtually done here is fasted all night long. Your last meal of the day is usually 6, 7 o'clock at night. In America, that's how we eat. And but then your next meal of the day is not till the next morning. So say if you wait till 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, well, that's 12 hours. Your body has gone without food. And so if you skip breakfast totally and you say, well, I'll eat a good lunch. Now you've gone 16, maybe 18 hours without food. Food, folks, is just fuel for your body. It's like gassing up your car or putting in good oil in your car. It has to be done in order for that vehicle to go down the road. Well, you have to fuel your body for it to go down the road too. And protein is, and I agree with you 100%. Some folks just aren't a big breakfast eater. For example, me, as a nutritionist, I know the value of breakfast, but my mind is taking me down the road. I don't have the time to sit down and eat a breakfast. So I do a protein shake in the morning. Very simple. I do protein. I do our superfoods in there. Sometimes I add a little bit of our fit formula in there, and out the door I go. And I'll sip on that on the way to the office. When I get to the office, I drink the rest of it. And usually about 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I have another one. And it gets me through the day. So really, protein is what we build muscle with. That's the whole content of muscle, really. And we have to keep taking in protein to build muscle. We need to build muscle for body stability, and so we don't fall and we don't do those trip and falls as we get older. It's not really, folks, a thing of aging, although it is, but I like to say that it isn't. It's just that we're not using those muscles and we get into muscle wasting and we just don't have the strength anymore. Protein can help that. It can make that go away and alleviate that.
Yes, amen. And all protein is not created equal. And that's why we started doing a lot of research on protein years and years ago and started developing Fortify Super Protein. And the one I'm holding up on social media right now is our Fortify Grass-Fed Whey Protein Isolate. A lot of bodybuilders and athletes that are listening have heard about whey protein isolate. But the problem with whey protein isolates that you buy, most of the whey protein isolate that you purchase, over at the big vitamin stores is, believe it or not, coming from China. And I don't know about you, but I really don't want to be consuming foods that come out of China. I just, not at this point in time. That's my own personal opinion, okay? So when you look for protein, there's certain things I tell everybody to look for. Look for where the cows came from and the milk came from. On our label, it says American cows. Make sure it says grass-fed. If it's not grass-fed, it's a feedlot-fed, genetically modified grains that are very high in omega-6. That's pro-inflammatory. Grass-fed means it's high in omega-3, anti-inflammatory. So make sure it says where cows come from. Make sure it says grass-fed. Make sure it says non-denatured or undenatured. That means the protein has not been destroyed. The delicate polypeptides and the proteins, the amino acids, have not been destroyed with heat and acid. Most isolates, they do both. They heat the milk up over 200 degrees for over 30 minutes, or they heat it up even higher than that for a shorter period of time. That can destroy many of these delicate immunoglobulins and other things that are good for your immune system and may actually decrease the bioavailability of protein. There's still more studies that really need to prove that. Without a doubt, unequivocally, it will help to destroy the immunoglobulins and things that are good for your overall health and your immune system. So they also, most isolates, to remove the fat and the cholesterol and the lactose, they do something called ion exchange. Well, they actually add acid. So they've already denatured it with heat, right, Doc? And now they're denaturing it with acid. Well, we don't do any of that. Our proteins are used American grass-fed cows or New Zealand, depending on which protein, and we heat it only to 72 degrees Celsius for 15 seconds. That's called, cold pasteurization or cold filtration. And then we do an ultrafiltration, so we don't use any acid to remove the fat, the lactose, and the cholesterol. That is a very expensive process, but your cost is not that expensive. And our whey protein isolate that I'm holding up, our grass-fed whey protein isolate by Fortify Performance Nutrition, has become a huge hit. So Doc and I and the rest of the team at Fortify decided to give you an amazing deal. This is our #1 protein seller. It's instantized immediately. It has no flavor, so it doesn't taste bad. It doesn't taste good. You can put it in water. You can put it in your coffee, whatever you want. But this is $36 a container, which is a really good deal for this because most people are selling it for much more than that. When you buy a case, you get it down to $29, I think it is. But we're offering a deal now. We just came out with it. We have a bag with 60 servings of this. Not 20 servings, 60 servings for $59.99. That's less than $1 a serving for the best non-denatured grass-fed whey protein on the market. Doc, I mean, you've been in the sports nutrition industry, the bodybuilding industry for years and years and years. There isn't a deal like this. So go to fortify.com, Fortifeye, fortify.com, pick up a bag of this for $59.99, 60 servings of the best protein. And remember, you can mix it in the morning in a smoothie. You can put it with our organic blue-green superfood, 1 scoop. That's a complete meal for breakfast in the morning. Or you can have it post-workout or pre-workout. So a great deal, isn't it, Doc?
Absolutely. I'm so proud of this new packaging that we're doing. Same protein. We haven't bothered that at all. We haven't redesigned or reformulated that at all because it's that good. However, we decided to put it in the bag, our new container, and offer it at a very, very good price. And you're absolutely right, Dr. Lang. You won't find protein out there at this price. Not of this quality. You just won't. I mean, there's other proteins out there, but then you find out, folks, that they're loaded with this and loaded with that, and they have artificial this, artificial that, and all the sugars and artificial sugars that are in there. You don't want that. That just neutralizes the good that you're trying to do. And so go with something simple, go with something pure. And as you know, as we always say, folks, like Dr. Lang, he says, where our protein comes from. We demand the paperwork on our protein. We know where our protein is coming from. We know the cows. We even know their names. And but we know where our product comes from. So there's nothing crazy going on there. There's no antibiotics. There's no hormones. There's none of that. These are grass-fed cows. They're not feedlot cows. So, and that makes a difference, folks. It really does. And it's the quality is what you want with protein. If you're going to try to do something good for your body, go the whole way. Make sure you're getting that quality protein in your body, because your body will thank you for it down the road.
Yep. And a lot of people you're seeing a lot of advertisements out there about branched chain amino acids and essential amino acids, being better than protein. But that's really, the studies have not proven that at all. All the studies, all the great studies at the sports nutrition symposiums are all talking about whey protein. Remember, whey protein has all the essential amino acids, plus it has the branched chain amino acids. But on top of that, what sets it apart from just taking, singled out branched chain amino acids or essential amino acids, it has lactoferrin, CLA, immunoglobulins, covalent bonded cysteine. This doesn't mean a lot to you people, but it helps you metabolize fat, helps you get rid of cellulite, helps you build muscle, helps you build your immune system. So that's why whey protein is so very important. Now, we also have chocolate, a super protein, vanilla super protein, naked super protein. We have our non-denatured grass-fed, the one that we're talking about right now. Remember, make it up in a smoothie, use it for pre-workout, post-workout, add our superfood to it. Post-recovery, the ultimate post-recovery for all you people out there working out is take our Fortify Fit, 1 scoop of our Fortify Fit, 1 scoop of the new whey protein grass-fed isolate, shake it up in water, drink it right after you work out. There's nothing better. I mean, all you men and women out there that want to build muscle fast, build strength and endurance, and help metabolize fat quickly, you combine our Fortify Fit, which is the ultimate muscle fuel, with the grass-fed whey protein isolate. Shake it up in water right after you work out. It's amazing. All right, we're going to open up the phone lines. We're going to take some calls here. We wanted to get some stuff off our back here, so that's why we were just kind of talking nonstop. But the phone lines are 1-877-969-8600, 1-877-969-8600. Now, I'm going to give you the phone number for Fortify Vitamins. Remember, I'm going to be at the Fortify Nutrition Center today for about an hour. I'll get there probably about 11:15, 11:30 for an hour, maybe 2 hours, just depending on the crowd. So if you're in the Tampa Bay area, go across the bridge, Courtney Campbell Causeway, take a right on McMullen Booth Road, go down about a mile on the left, big Publix Plaza. It's called the Bay Bridge Plaza, and you can't miss Fortify Vitamins right next to the tobacco shop. And I'll be there for about 2 hours today. So if you want to talk nutrition, want to learn about the latest in nutrition, see a lot of the stuff that we have there, come on by today. Fortify Nutrition Center in the Clearwater area from about 11:15 to 1:15 or so. Also, don't forget to go see Doc Hall in Ocala at the Lang Nutrition Center in Ocala. He's totally remodeled it. It's amazing what he's done there. Remember, where can you get a free nutritional consultation with a world leader with a PhD in clinical nutrition? It's one of the top sports nutrition experts out there for free. That's right. There's no ifs, buts, ands about it. You don't have to make a donation or anything. It's free. That's what we do. We're giving back to the community. We're giving back to all of our Fortify vitamin users. And, ultimately, we hope you purchase your vitamins through our Lang Nutrition Center through fortify.com. So go see Doc Hall in Ocala, right there on State Road 200. It's my old Lang Eye Care building. I still own the building. Just go on the elevator upstairs, right there at 3101 Southwest College Road, directly across the street from the Paddock Mall. 2-story building, go up the elevator. You can't miss it. Also, we're in the process of building out, there's going to be an anti-aging wellness center upstairs in that building that has some really cool stuff. Hair analysis, all sorts of stuff for nutritional depletion, hyperbaric chambers, all sorts of really cool stuff. So that's coming. We'll keep everybody posted on that. But phone lines are open, 1-877-969-8600. I see somebody just chimed in on Restream wanting to know, I started the show talking about kidney stones. Says, I get a lot of kidney stones. What can I do naturally so they don't come back? Ouch. So, yes, kidney stones can be very painful. We're going to go over this quickly. Then we're going to the first call. So the majority of kidney stones, I think 70 to 90% of kidney stones are what we call calcium oxalates, all right? Calcium binds to oxalates in your gut, and a lot of these people have very poor microflora in your gut. So there's some simple things you can do. Number one, you got to drink more water, good spring water. Add some concentrated lemon juice to that water, all right? You can squeeze a lemon, but studies show that concentrated lemon juice works better. So drink more water, concentrated lemon juice. You got to cut back on things that are high in oxalates, okay? So you got to cut back on chocolate, all right? Everybody loves chocolate, right? You got to cut back on soy, all right? Beets, spinach, almonds, coffee, teas. You got to cut those out, all right? And maybe some studies indicate adding a good probiotic. I'm holding up our probiotic. There's a lot of good probiotics out there. You want a probiotic that's shelf stable at room temperature and you don't have to refrigerate. So there's some emerging studies, some pretty good studies that are suggesting that if we improve the microbiome in the gut, we decrease the chance of having these calcium oxalate kidney stones. So drink some lemon water, take a good probiotic a few times a day, drink a lot more water, avoid the foods we just started talking about. And there's a lot of other things you can do too, but we're getting loaded up. We're going to go to the phones. 1-877-969-8600. That's 1-877-969-8600. Remember, Little Rock, Arkansas, if you give us a call, 1-877-969-8600, you get a little gift package Doc Hall told you about. I'm not even sure what that is yet, but free stuff is good stuff. All right, let's go to the phones. I think it's Dahlia in Tampa. Good morning.
Good morning, Dr. Lane. I have a question. Well, two questions. One is, if a person had a condition of Stevens-Johnson and it affected the eyes, how would they know if they have another condition down the line called, I can't say it, so I'm going to spell it, TEMPHIGOID. How would they know they have that condition without having a biopsy done?
All right, you're going to have to spell that again for me. I finally found a pen. See what?
TEMPHIGOID.
Oh, symphygoid. Okay. So, do you have a red irritated eye?
Yes.
All right. So, true. These little gross and elevated inflammatory areas on your eye can be a variety of things. Okay. And sometimes if they're recurrent and they're getting bigger, sometimes they have to be biopsied to make sure that it's not a form of cancer, obviously. All right. And usually they're not. I mean, a good optometrist, optometric physician, or ophthalmologist should be able to look at that and differentiate it between being something, potentially pathological, malignant versus non-malignancy. Most of these are just benign neoplasms, benign lesions of the eye. I mean, we have so many different things that can be related to, inflammatory conditions in the body, number one, or related to the wind, the air, the ultraviolet light, living closer to the equator. So everybody in Florida, I recommend wearing a good pair of polarized sunglasses and using a good lubricant in your eye. And the lubricant that I like the best has hyaluronic acid in it. And there's two that come to mind: Oasis Tears Plus and Optase. Oasis Tears Plus and Optase. Both of those have a reasonable amount of sodium hyaluronate, which is hyaluronic acid. It's a natural anti-inflammatory. And we have amazing results with patients that have these different types of ocular conditions, helping to reduce symptomology and even reduce inflammation. Remember, you blink 20 to 30,000 times a day. If your eyes are at all dry, and everybody has dry eye at some time in their life, and if you're over 40 or 50, your eyes are going to be even drier, right? And so that friction creates inflammation. So a lot of these can be related to dry eyes, right? But a lot of these can be related to systemic health problems as well. So basically getting in to see your doctor. How much water do you drink on a daily basis?
She drinks a good amount of bottles of water, good 4 bottles.
Good. Drink spring water in the bottle or Wata water. Wata water is the only one that's not spring water I recommend. Don't drink reverse osmosis or purified water. It's too acidic and it's leached of all minerals. Don't drink your faucet water either. So if it says spring, I mean, Arkansas has a great spring water. I think it's called Ozark Spring Water. But around here, you got Zephyr Hills, you got Fiji, you got Avion. You know, any of those spring waters are going to be beneficial. But you know,
she does use Oasis. She does drink a lot of water. She uses a lot of Cellulose and Sustain in the eye. Her eyes are still irritated. She also has a condition called entropion and triasis. She has
yes.
all them.
Bingo.
Yeah, so none of that remedies are working in her.
Yep.
And her we went to see a surgeon, and he felt that she might have that condition and wanted her to have a mouth biopsy.
Right.
But her primary eye doctor said that she doesn't have that condition. So she's on a 22 decision making here.
I would
catch 22.
I would see an oculoplastic specialist. All right, oculoplastic specialist, because she may have to have a lid procedure, because entropion, the eyelids turn in, and then the eyelashes drag against the cornea and cause it to be irritated.
Right.
I mean, you could put a bandage. You can put a bandage contact lens on the eye that you can be worn up for up to 30 days. That can be beneficial, and that can help relieve the symptoms. But I think
she has that, Dr. Lane. She has that. She has the band-aid. She did see the surgeon, oculoplastic surgeon, and he's the one that thinks that she might have that condition.
Well, I would follow his or her advice. If they want some sort of biopsy, I'd follow their advice. A biopsy is not that big a deal. You know, you want to detect anything that's potentially malignant in the early phases, okay?
So is that done in the mouth, or is that done within the eye?
That's a good question. If you would send me, I'm not, you know, I don't have her file in front of me. I don't know exactly what's going on. So talk with and make sure it's an oculoplastic specialist. All right.
Yes, he is.
Not just a general ophthalmologist.
No, he is. He's
and then
an oculoplastic surgeon.
And if you want to email me, let me give you my email address, and then I can always take a lot more time and give you a lot more detail, a lot more information. If you just email me, my personal email is idude92@icloud.com. I'm going to spell that. E-Y-E.
That was too fast. That was too fast. I-do-D-O.
No, dude, like, hey, dude, what's happening? So
D-U-O.
D-U-D-E, dude. Dude.
Dude.
So
okay.
EYEDUDE 92@icloud.com. And that's the letter I for iCloud. Got it?
iCloud.com?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I do 92
No.
at iCloud.com.
Not I do, just simply iDude92. You know what I'll do? And I'll put you on hold, and I'll let one of our technicians tell you exactly what it is, and he'll give you some good information, okay?
Thank you so
All
much.
right, hold on.
Lane,
Yeah.
one more question too. Dr. Lane,
Uh-huh.
could you possibly make samples of your powdered drink so that we can at least try it before we purchase it?
Absolutely.
Because
yes, if you come to the Fortified Nutrition Center, we always have samples. Anything you want to sample, we'll open it up. We'll put some Wata water or spring water, shake it up, and you can always taste it before you buy it. But also, if you do get anything from us and you don't like it, I'll give you your money back. I'm not going to stick anybody with anything, okay?
Okay. Because I'm looking for a powder that has no sugar.
Oh yeah,
because I don't like those.
We've got
aspartame, sugars, and all that.
Right, no sucralose, no aspartame in any of our products. So if you could, I don't know where you live, but if you could come by today between 11:30 and 1:30, that's a 2-hour window at the Fortified Nutrition Center. I'll be there, and we'll open some stuff up and give you some taste tests.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. We had a few people on hold there. I think it was Kenny and Betty. Give us a call back at 1-877-969-8600. 1-877-969-8600. The toll-free number for Fortify Vitamins is 866-503-9746. That's 866-503-9746. Before we take the next call, now, Doc Hall, you're a recovery expert, okay? And, you know, a bodybuilder, a power lifter, and you know the importance for post-recovery, after we work out in the gym, having the right type of protein, a fast-acting protein. That's why whey protein is so good, because it absorbs quickly. A lot of people say, I'm going to go home and eat a steak. Well, steak's good, but that's 1 hour after you've worked out. Instantly after you work out, you want something that's going to absorb and metabolize and go to the muscle very quickly. And that's why we have the whey protein isolate that we developed. Right, Doc?
Absolutely. That goes right into your system. And you need to do that, especially. I mean, you and I did a long research study on recovery for athletes and like that, and then we bring it over into just the everyday world. And we saw athletes just were not recovering after a game, a sport, exercise session at the gym, whatever. They just weren't recovering. And I would ask them, what do you do for recovery? Well, I drink some water. Well, okay, that's part of it. But you need that protein in there. You've just expended everything in the gym or on a tennis court or a pickleball court, and your body's begging for those nutrients. And really, at that time, your body can't take a steak or a piece of chicken or something like that to get the protein in. It's too much digestion involved there. There's too much blood and water trying to go to the stomach area to digest that food. And you just worked out, so that blood and water needs to be in the muscle. And so by drinking a protein shake, it just really bypasses that whole system there, and it goes directly into your bloodstream. And that's what you want at that point.
Yep. So check us out. Now you can order the Fortify grass-fed whey protein isolate. Comes in a bag, 60 servings for $59.99. That's less than $1 a serving. Now you can find cheaper protein, but I guarantee, that's my coon-ass accent coming out from New Orleans, right? I'm a NOLA boy. Who dat? So I guarantee you cannot find a whey protein that's non-denatured from American or New Zealand grass-fed cows for $59.99, 60 servings that hasn't been adulterated with sucralose and aspartame and soy lecithin and all sorts of guar gums and other garbage. So this is as pure as it gets. We only have sunflower lecithin to instatize it. So check it out on our website, fortify.com, FORTIFEYE. Remember, you can use this as a protein supplement in the morning. Make a smoothie, a breakfast smoothie, or simply put it in your coffee in the morning, or just put it with some water and shake it up. It's not flavored, so it doesn't taste bad, and drink it. After you work out, we always recommend using Fortify Fit, 1 scoop with the whey protein isolate. But if you don't want to use Fortify Fit, take some A2 chocolate milk or Promised Land chocolate milk. That comes from A2 cows. And combine that with some watermelon and then blend it for about 2 seconds. All right, just blend it. The A2 chocolate milk gives you 20% whey protein, 80% casein protein, long-acting. It's high glycemic index due to the chocolate. The watermelon is high in L-citrulline that converts to L-arginine that converts to nitrous oxide and funnels all of this good protein to your muscle immediately. So before we developed Fortify Fit, we used to use chocolate milk and watermelon with our whey protein isolate. So there's a lot of different options you can do. All right, we got a few people on hold. Let's go to the phones. Let's see Steve in Clearwater. Steve, thanks for holding. Good morning.
Yeah, I would be interested if you could get a hold of a nephrologist friend of yours. The one group of people that they ask to reduce their protein level, which is unusual, is kidney disease.
Right. Absolutely.
Because the kidneys remove nitrogenous waste from the protein metabolism. It seems to me that if you took a protein which is totally denatured, totally, not denatured, then the total amount of protein you'd need to satisfy your protein requirement would be less, because you're getting all the amino acids are usable, whereas when they're denatured, they can't be used. And it would be interesting to give people your protein and measure the amount of nitrogenous waste in the urine, and then have them drink one of your protein, try yours,
Right.
and then try another brand and to measure the nitrogenous waste in the urine. And I bet you there's going to be a difference.
Yeah, that's fascinating. I mean, that is fascinating. That's a very interesting topic. And they have studied non-denatured whey proteins and compared them to denatured proteins, and there is definitely benefits. All right. What they're finding is mostly the immunoglobulins, the delicate covalent bonded cysteine, the lactoferrin, things of this nature is altered by the heat and the acid, and therefore it doesn't give you the health benefits, right? The immune building. Remember, covalent bonded cysteine combines with two other amino acids and converts to glutathione, which is the master antioxidant in our body. And when I did some studies earlier, years ago, we were doing some macular degeneration studies, and we were looking at nutritional deficiencies from intracellular blood draws, and we found 3 big nutritional deficiencies, and it was vitamin D, B12, and glutathione. Well, it's easy to get rid of the D3 and the B12 deficiencies, but glutathione deficiencies were very difficult to get rid of until we started using a non-denatured whey protein. So we were using other types of whey proteins, and it didn't do anything. So non-denatured whey protein stimulates glutathione, which obviously it doesn't happen to the same extent if it's been denatured. I'm glad you brought that up. You're always bringing up some amazing things to think about, Steve.
Well, the interesting thing is, they've done studies where they've taken centenarians, people who lived over 100. They have a new group called the super centenarians, and they've tried to find biochemical, correlates to why these people live longer. And it's been very difficult. But the only 2 things they've really found in the 100 people who live to be 100 is higher glutathione levels in the red blood cells. And this is strange. Below average iron levels, not anemia, but below, they're still within the normal range, but they're right at the bottom of it.
Wow. And
yeah, it's really interesting, but I would be interested. You could farm out that research to a nephrologist, and he, I think it would be really helpful to the field of nephrology to test that thing. That'd be cool. Anyway,
it definitely would be, Steve. Thanks a lot for the question and for the call. I appreciate it.
Okay, God bless.
Thank you. All right, we're going to take some more phone calls. 1-877-969-8600. Doc, we got a question online here. What is the difference between grass-fed protein isolate and naked super protein? You want to take that part of it?
I'm going to put that one back to you about naked, because you're the champ when it comes to that subject.
All right, so the naked protein that we have, and I got to tell you, that protein, we're going to be changing the name soon. All right. It's just going to be unflavored, not naked anymore. Certain people out there don't like the word naked, believe it or not. So we're going to stop using it. So anyway, the naked protein comes from grass-fed New Zealand cows. It's just pure New Zealand whey protein concentrate. Our isolate, the one we're talking about right now, is American cows. So it's still great cows. It's also non-denatured, but it's an isolate, not a concentrate. And we can shake it up in a shaker because we've added sunflower lecithin, which makes it instantized. The naked does not have any lecithin in it at all, so it blends better. You can't shake it. It gets kind of clumpy. So the main difference is the naked is a concentrate. The isolate, the whey protein grass-fed is an isolate. So concentrate still has the fat in it and has little bit of cholesterol and lactose. The isolate has no fat, virtually no cholesterol, no carbohydrates. So the isolate is probably the most popular. Now, I got to admit, the concentrate, which is our super protein, all right, that's the naked, the vanilla, and chocolate, probably a little bit better than the isolate for building your immune system, because the fat is where all the potent immunoglobulins are, okay? So if we're doing it for anti-aging and for meal replacement and stuff like that, probably the Fortify Super Protein is a tad bit better than the whey protein isolate. However, for strictly helping to build muscle and get great protein, and for anybody that has any negativity to any type of milk or dairy product, the isolate is the way to go. But I made them so very close. They both have the same amount of protein in them, so they're both very, very similar. I alternate it. I mean, one day in the morning I'll have a super protein concentrate, and then post workout I always have the isolate. I usually mix the isolate with the Fit, Doc, because the Fit is a strawberry flavor or a fruit punch flavor, and since the isolate has no flavor, I mix that together so it doesn't alter the flavor with chocolate or vanilla. What do you think about that?
Absolutely. And one little point I wanted to talk about here just for a second and point out is we found over the years that our concentrate, because of a little, and I'm talking, folks, minimal amount of fat that's left in there just naturally. What that does is it works with the protein, actually slows down the protein in the body, and it tends to keep you fuller. And folks shy away from a concentrate because they, oh my gosh, it does have fat in there, and it has a little bit of natural sugars in there, milk sugar, and like that. And but really, it keeps you fuller longer when you do the concentrate. So you're not as hungry. So you're not heading back to the refrigerator or the snack bar, or like that. And hopefully not fast food. But it does keep you satisfied longer. So that's a little trick of the trade there that might help you folks.
Yep. All right, we got time for a few more calls. Give us a call, 1-877-969-8600. I wonder if the radio stations are up. 97.3 FM The Sky, huge FM station up in the Gainesville area. I wonder if we're coming in loud and clear there. 1-877-969-8600. Remember to check us out at drmichaellang.com. You can always see me at the Lang Eye Institute in the Villages. I'm there Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Dr. Chris Costello is one of our gurus in ocular disease treatment. He's there every day, 5 days a week. And Dr. Lori Caputi's been with me for years. She's there 5 days a week as well. So the Lang Eye Institute is like a plantation on the Mississippi River. It sits right there on 466 and County Road 101 in the heart of Retirement Central. That is the Villages, Florida. The Lang Eye Institute phone number is 352-753-4014. One more time, Lang Eye Institute, 352-753-4014. While you're writing phone numbers down, write down the Fortify phone number. For Fortify vitamins, anything that Doc Hall and I talk about on this program, you can get by talking to Arlene or Miss Nita, Tammy, or Josh at Fortify Vitamins, and that's 866-503-9746. That's 866-503-9746. I got to talk about something really quick that we haven't talked about lately. I'm holding up this little powder. It's called Collagen Plus. And we researched this for a while before we developed it. You got to try it. Men and women that want healthier skin, this works. I recommend 2 scoops a day, not 1 scoop. There's 60 serving. This is the best collagen on the market, made in Germany, called Verisol, supported by some amazing skin studies. Peach ceramides, hyaluronic acid, vitamin C, zinc, and a few other things. 2 scoops a day is going to help your creepy skin, the wrinkly skin, but it also can help with ligaments and tendons and hair and nails. Collagen Plus, Fortify Vitamins. All right, let's go to the phones. Denise in Safety Harbor. Thanks for holding. Good morning.
Good morning. I have a question about the whey products. I took your advice on the A2 milk. It's wonderful.
Good.
And are your products made from the same kind of cows?
So interesting. Most of our New Zealand one, the super protein, most of those are from A2 cows, because in New Zealand, they have a lot of brown cows, not the Holstein cows. And they used to guarantee it was all from A2 cows. They don't do that anymore for whatever reason. But the majority of it does come from A2 cows. However, that really doesn't matter. And let me tell you why. Because remember, and traditional milk, and if people read a book called The Devil in the Milk, they'll see what I'm talking about. But most milk is 80% casein protein and 20% whey. So 80%, that casein is affiliated with leaky gut, diabetes, cancer, and autism. All right, it is affiliated with that. But if you go, that's because the beta casein protein went through a genetic mutation years ago. And if it has an A1 beta casein, which most Holstein cows have, that can cause these problems. That's why A2 cow's milk have not gone through that genetic mutation. Goat's milk have not. So you can drink goat's milk, A2 cow's milk, or Promised Land milk. But whey protein, remember, all of the casein has been removed, okay? So there
Oh.
is no casein in any way. So it doesn't matter. Years ago, we were promoting it as A2. That's when we were kind of new in the business. We didn't realize it, but now we're much more educated, and they're not pushing the A2 cows anymore for that, because there is no casein in whey protein. Okay.
Good. Okay. Thank you.
All right, Denise. Take care.
Bye.
Remember, I see that people are chiming in here that they're already at the Fortify Nutrition Center waiting on me. So I will get there a little quicker after the show. Doc Hall, you have a number, a direct hotline to you at the Lang Nutrition Center, don't you?
Absolutely. It comes right to my desk. If the phone is answered, which it will be from 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, it will be me answering the phone. So if you have questions about certainly our products, how to take them, or any other product, or something that you need to know about exercise or nutrition or fitness, give me a call. It's free, and you can call me anytime, and I'll be glad to take your call. Just a couple of little housekeeping things here. I know we're running out of time. We didn't get to mention today, but folks, if you can't get into one of our stores and make your purchases, you can go online and purchase. And here's the big thing: free shipping. So there's no shipping charges to our products, and we ship out every day. We don't take your order and then you receive it 3 weeks later. We don't do that. We ship out every day. So give us a call and we'll take care of you. Tomorrow I'll be in Spring Hill, Florida, at a PCA bodybuilding championship over there. I'm serving as the commissioner for the association. So if you're out and around, you want to see bodybuilding at its best, come over to Spring Hill tomorrow. It begins at noon, and I'll be at the head judges table. So come up, introduce yourself, and say hi. And I'm going to sign off because I know you have some closing things there. So all I want to say, folks, is have a great day. You can make it that way. See you next week.
Awesome. Thanks, Doc. All right. Let me give you the toll-free number again for Fortify Vitamins. I think Doc forgot to give that phone number, and I don't know it. So I'll give you a toll-free number, and then they can link you right to Doc Hall. So the toll-free number for Fortify Vitamins is 866-503-9746. 866-503-9746. All right, we got time to go to Linda really quick. We're going to take a quick phone call. Linda in Ocala, good morning.
Good morning. I just wanted you to say something about the CBD products. I know you don't carry them. Why?
I've been just still looking at that due to, number one, it's not totally accepted by all government agencies 100%. So I think CBD has its place. Absolutely. If you have chronic pain and sleep problems and anxiety. But I'll be honest with you, I just haven't done enough research on the products. I got patients that swear by it. So I'm still looking at the science. There's studies out there, okay? But there's not a lot of great double-blind, placebo-controlled studies with lots of people yet. There are a few, but there are some emerging studies that I'm getting ready to be published. So I want to compare. I want to make sure these are placebo-controlled studies. All right. There's a lot of studies out there, but not using a placebo control. So I'm just waiting a little longer. And if I see some, true validity with no negativity, then we will have a product with CBD in it. I promise.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right, Linda. Take care. All right. I want to thank everybody for tuning in and listening to Ask the Doctor. Remember, if you're not happy with the eye care that you're getting, check us out at drmichaellang.com. And that's, or come to the Lang Eye Institute in the Villages, Florida. I think we got about a minute left, right? Oh, okay. We got plenty of time. So drmichaellang.com, but also check out everything at fortify.com, FORTIFEYE, fortify.com. And remember to look at the new deal we've got on this whey protein isolate. We talked a lot about protein today, but the new Fortify grass-fed whey protein isolate in a bag with 60 servings for $59.99. Remember, you can use this whey protein for anything. You can put it in your pancakes. You can make smoothies, post-workout, pre-workout. Use it for a breakfast. Add it to the organic blue-green superfood as meal replacement. So there's a lot of things you can do with it. But at $59.99 for 60 servings for this type of protein, it's an amazing deal. You can't beat that. All right. Once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in and listening to Ask the Doctor. Come see me at the Fortify Nutrition Center today. I'll be there in about an hour. Have a great day. God bless you, and God bless America. All right, got unplugged. That's a wrap. Hope you guys and gals enjoyed the shows. All right, so what we'll do, we'll log off first. We'll end the stream.